Attaining Spiritual Mastery, Part 4. We come with the caution. This involves subjective interpretation of the steps we are detailing. If you don't pay careful attention, you may wind up with the wrong idea. Part 4. Precept number 1. A spiritual master first works to make themselves invulnerable to the pitfalls of life through mental conditioning themselves. A spiritual master practices situations before he or she enters into them. This does not mean you will be utterly prepared for everlasting contingency. Practice merely raises confidence. Practice can be performed in the imagination, total without outward signs that you are doing it. Predict the most possible outcomes to situations you are about to enter, then run through how you may react if those outcomes happen. Avoid succumbing to fearful thoughts. Simply prepare yourself for readiness, not out of fear. Precept number 2. Spiritual invincibility depends on yourself. The spiritual invulnerability of others depends on them. When someone says or does something to you, which in turn causes you to feel a certain way, you have a choice whether to allow them to draw forth your emotions or to abstain. Recognize that everything others do is a spiritual projection of what is going on inside of them. Perhaps they need to make you feel a certain way to satisfy themselves. Move yourself first and foremost. Protect your emotions from needless abuse at the hands of others. Be strong. Your emotional energy is yours, and with it, you have great passion to achieve what you want to achieve. Let no one take it from you. Precept 3. It follows that those who are skilled at life can make themselves spiritually invincible through their own bold, beaming, and unshakable confidence. It does not mean they are capable of bending others to their will and forcing their emotions to react a way that they desire. Self-sufficiency in all matters is a great asset, though you will need others to attain your goals much of the time too. That which depends on you, you can do. That which depends on others, you cannot be certain. Precept 4. Therefore, it can be said that one may know how to achieve the objects of their positive dreams and desires, but cannot necessarily do so for the moment. Do not feel broken from this realization. Love your limitations as you love life and yourself. Your limitations may hinder your efforts, but on the other hand, if you have no limitations, you would not be able to operate in life at all. You must adapt to your limitations and seek out alternative courses of action. Precept 5. Spiritual invincibility lies in how you manage yourself against unexpected and unfortunate turns in life events. The possibility of victory over your positive dreams and desires lies in how you go about seeking to realize and manifest them. Managing yourself means to be your own coach, your own best friend, and your own spiritual teacher. Learn from life and adapt to what it has shown you. Don't be strong-headed and stubborn just because you are inconvenienced. Likewise, your victories depend upon you attaining a high level of clarity about what life is all about and bending your efforts to work in the channels of life that you discover. Primarily, experience itself is the main driver of this discovery. Love life, embrace it, in all its complexity and strange mysteries. Precept 6. Managing yourself is especially important when you lack sufficient ability or resources to adequately achieve realization and manifestation of your positive dreams and desires. When patience, meekness, and humbleness, care, and attention are abundant within you, you are much more prepared to properly seize upon the objects of your positive dreams and desires. When you are not able to exemplify these qualities, it is better to withdraw from situations in life into private seclusion until they return to you. Precept 7. If you feel insecure about them, protect your positive dreams and desires from prying eyes. If you feel secure about them and you feel like sharing with others what is held in your mind's eye, share only surface details about your positive dreams and desires with others. The reason is simple. Others may try to trample upon your positive dreams and desires if and when they hear about them. By limiting their exposure, you protect them and secure them for advancement. It is fundamental to maintain a mental barrier between what you share with others and what you do not. If you allow others to peer into your mind from what you tell them, you give them access to insecurities deep inside you, and that enables them to say and do things which undermine your efforts. It is in your own best interests to work in secrecy much of the time. Use your best judgment to determine whether it is appropriate to merely remain in secrecy or to tell misleading details of your dreams, without violating the golden rule, in order to lead others astray from your true intentions. In this sense, you can seize upon the objects of your positive dreams and desires without anyone knowing enough to directly stand in your way. Precept 8. To foresee a victory over your positive dreams and desires, which another man or woman can also foresee, is not the height of spiritual mastery. To accurately predict the realization and manifestation of your positive dreams and desires is no wonder. The certainty that the ego gains may be correct, but you should never engage in hubris, which is essentially the feeling that you can't lose no matter what you do. The tricky part about the ego is that when it becomes locked into a position of certainty, the rest of you quietly becomes despondent subconsciously. Your ego causes you to silently lose all need for hope and courage in your affairs. This does not necessarily bar you from access to your endeavors, but it can certainly weaken your ability to achieve victory over your positive dreams and desires. Situations in which you must achieve victory or else face crushing defeat can bring about a rise in spirit within you that will help you to achieve your aims. Precept number 9. To triumph over your positive dreams and desires and be universally acclaimed a success is not the height of spiritual mastery. To achieve victory over your positive dreams and desires only by sustained perseverance and repetitive effort is no test of your skills as a spiritual master. Precept 10. Those who are spiritual masters create the appropriate conditions to conquer the objects of their positive dreams and desires. All of that which is written in this series is precisely about creating the conditions necessary for your success as a spiritual being. Precept 11. Therefore, the victories won by a spiritual master gain him or her neither reputation for wisdom nor merit for great courage. You must begin to comprehend how a victory can materialize before the situation has even crystallized into material form. Thus, you gain no reputation for keen mental discernment and being shrewd. For those of you who are of the world and follow its materialistic ways, do not comprehend the mind of a spiritual master. They will not notice your abilities, for your abilities are primarily hidden from sight. As a spiritual master, before you have gone into full expression of your planned efforts to achieve victory, victory can already be yours. When you subdue the objects of your positive dreams and desires without demonstrating great effort in the views of others, how can you expect to gain reputation? To them, it will appear as you are merely fortunate, as though you are lucky. Okay, so that's about halfway through part 4. I will go ahead and finish the next episode with the completion of part 4. Stay tuned.